Breaking news tonight from the Lakers shakes the NBA world as a late-night trade sends shockwaves through the league. The ongoing saga of the Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis deal has taken an unexpected turn, now involving none other than Lakers icon LeBron James. While the massive trade was already a game-changer, growing speculation suggests LeBron may have played a pivotal role in orchestrating it. Fans and analysts alike are questioning if LeGM was calling the shots. Did LeBron foresee this development? And was he the one pulling strings behind closed doors? Let's delve into the intricacies of his potential involvement. When it comes to influencing roster moves, few athletes in the NBA carry as much sway as LeBron James. As the face of the Lakers franchise, it's no secret that LeBron is often connected to high-stakes decisions, with many presuming the team seeks his input before finalizing major trades. When news began circulating about Anthony Davis being traded, it sparked intense speculation. Shortly after the trade announcement, a CBS journalist suggested that one factor behind the Lakers' decision to part ways with Davis could be LeBron James' dissatisfaction with him. Reporter Bill Ryder, referencing insider information, pointed to remarks from the previous year's trade deadline, when he alleged that LeBron's frustration with Davis had been growing. Although Lakers fans were quick to dismiss this notion at the time, Ryder highlighted internal discussions within the organization, which suggested that LeBron had doubts about the effectiveness of his pairing with Davis. While this frustration didn't result in an immediate move, fast forward a year, and Davis is no longer with the team. Ryder now asserts that LeBron's displeasure played a critical role in the decision to trade him. The reporter also mentioned that LeBron could be somewhat temperamental, hinting that his emotions and frustrations might have influenced the Lakers' choices. Once the trade deal between the Lakers and the Mavericks was finalized, Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka made 3 initial phone calls: a joint call with Anthony Davis and head coach JJ Redick, a call to Davis' agent, and a call to LeBron James. The inclusion of LeBron in these key conversations underscored the significant sway he holds within the organization. His impact appeared to be evident during the D'Angelo Russell trade. As 2024 came to a close, the Los Angeles Lakers took a bold step, shipping Russell off to the Brooklyn Nets in a significant reshuffling of their lineup. While Russell has established himself as both a skilled playmaker and a sharpshooter from beyond the arc, his potential has often been clouded by persistent issues with decision-making and defense. These lingering flaws significantly contributed to his departure from the Lakers, culminating in his trade to the Nets, a team grappling with difficulties in a relatively weaker conference. The trade drew additional intrigue when former NBA champion Dwight Howard added fuel to the fire during a live stream in January, vaguely hinting at LeBron James' possible involvement. This prompted a wave of speculation, with fans debating whether LeBron had orchestrated the move behind the scenes. Although no concrete proof supports such claims, Howard's remarks weren't entirely baseless. LeBron's sway over personnel decisions, whether lobbying for roster adjustments or advocating for the team to draft his son, Bronny, is well documented. When LeBron voices his thoughts, the franchise often seems to take notice, making it plausible he might have had a hand in this decision. That said, James has outright denied having any role in this trade, slamming reports about tensions in his relationship with Anthony Davis with an emphatic response. "ANG lie." On X, LeBron issued a response to CBS Sports claims, firmly addressing the situation. The Lakers superstar stated that he had no advance knowledge of the monumental trade, denying any prior awareness. Like most people, when LeBron first heard about the deal during a family dinner in New York the night it happened, he assumed it was a hoax. The reality hit him only after seeing Luka sporting a Lakers uniform and footage of Davis participating in a Maverick shoot-around. Now midway through his record-tying 22nd NBA season, the 40-year-old veteran, who frequently claims that nothing in the league surprises him anymore, found himself proven wrong by this stunning development. Although the trade caught him off guard, LeBron acknowledged that this is how the league operates. By clarifying he had no role in the decision and expressing shock like everyone else, he distanced himself from any rumors. This trade sent shockwaves through the NBA community. The blockbuster Luka Doncic-Anthony Davis deal truly blindsided the basketball world. In the late hours of February 1st, the Mavericks agreed to send Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Marquise Morris to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the Lakers' 2029 first-round draft pick. When news of this unexpected trade broke, the league was left reeling. Luka, widely recognized as a generational talent and the cornerstone of the Mavericks, had long been regarded as off-limits. Meanwhile, Davis, though still a dominant presence on the court, had faced setbacks due to injuries and inconsistency. This trade wasn't merely unexpected. It fundamentally altered the competitive landscape of the Western Conference in the NBA. Reports from league insiders indicate that Dallas was the party that initiated the trade discussions. These negotiations were facilitated by the strong rapport between Nico Harrison, the Mavericks general manager, and Rob Pelinka, the Lakers vice president of basketball operations and general manager. Their professional relationship stretches back to their collaborative work with Kobe Bryant. Harrison served as his marketing manager at Nike, while Pelinka acted as his agent. What made the deal even more astonishing was that neither Davis nor Doncic had any prior knowledge of the trade, leaving players and fans equally stunned. The blockbuster move now brings Luka Doncic and LeBron James together as a formidable duo in Los Angeles, while Anthony Davis joins Kyrie Irving in Dallas. For Doncic, this transfer also reunites him with Lakers head coach JJ Redick, who once played alongside him on Mavericks. Notably, On May 11th, 2021, Doncic was on the court when Redick exited a game for the final time in his NBA playing career. In a noteworthy move, Davis agreed to forego his $5.9 million trade kicker, making a financial concession to help facilitate the deal. This decision provides the Mavericks with added flexibility under the salary cap to maintain their competitiveness. Yet, Davis might not end up a loss. Playing in Texas spares him from paying state income tax, and the possibility of securing an extension with Dallas down the line could help him recoup the forfeited amount. The trade itself is both stunning and historic. It marks the first instance in NBA history where two reigning All-NBA players have been exchanged mid-season. The announcement sent shockwaves through social media. Cavaliers center Tristan Thompson expressed disbelief, suggesting there was more than met the eye. Luka being traded from Dallas? There has to be a bigger story here. Moves like this don't just happen on a random Saturday night, he wrote on X. Kansas City Chiefs superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes, a regular courtside attendee at Mavericks games, was taken by surprise. Wait, what? He shared online, perfectly capturing the sentiment of countless fans. Knicks guard Jalen Brunson was equally stunned, questioning if it was some kind of joke, April Fool's, right? Even Kevin Durant couldn't hide his surprise, turning to social media to voice his reaction to the unexpected trade. It's insane, one fan remarked, reflecting on the situation. Dad would have never believed that Luka could not only be traded at this point, but could potentially be traded again next season. It's all fair game. Everyone's up for grabs. The move highlighted how much money and business dynamics are tied into the basketball world. As for the reasoning behind the trade, several factors were rumored to have influenced the dramatic move, and while it left fans in disbelief, there were signs leading up to it. Mavericks GM Nico Harrison emphasized that this move was centered around defense. Speaking with ESPN's Tim McMahon, he shared his perspective, stating, "I'm a firm believer that defense is what brings championships. Adding a center with elite defensive skills and an All-NBA player who prioritizes defense improves our chances significantly. Our team is designed to compete both now and in the years to come." This decision extended far beyond simply bringing in Anthony Davis. It represented a fundamental shift in the team's strategic approach. Reports suggest that Harrison believed a drastic change was necessary to pursue another championship, even if it required parting ways with a once-in-a-generation star like Luka Doncic. Although the Mavericks reached the NBA Finals last season, they were ultimately defeated by the Boston Celtics. Many attribute the trade of Doncic to the challenges the Mavericks faced during that series, most notably Jaylen Brown's dominance in shutting down Doncic. Brown's defensive performance not only earned him Finals MVP, but also highlighted a critical flaw in Dallas' strategy. NBA insider Mark Spears echoed this assessment in a discussion on the Cedric Maxwell podcast. There's plenty to talk about his offensive impact, but let's not overlook the bigger picture. This guy is the catalyst for why Luka ended up being traded. Seriously, he completely outplayed him during the finals. What he pulled off against Luka in that series was incredible, guarding him full court, making every offensive possession a nightmare. According to Spears, that series made Dallas start re-evaluating Doncic's leadership abilities, planting the seeds for a franchise-shifting decision. It prompted the Mavericks to question if Luka was truly capable of leading the team, while also raising concerns about his physical readiness. Beyond the defensive struggles, a significant issue was Luka Doncic's conditioning. Though he appeared to be in decent shape at training camp, reports revealed his weight climbed into the upper 260s not long into the season. This sparked mounting frustration within the organization over his poor approach to diet and fitness, which, in their eyes, played a role in his recurring injury woes. The situation was far from unfamiliar. Doncic missed 5 games in late November, officially sidelined with a sprained right wrist. However, insiders suggest the extended absence was primarily intended to emphasize his conditioning, mirroring a similar approach taken early in the 2022-23 campaign. Up to this point in the current season, he has participated in only 22 games, grappling with multiple injuries, including 2 calf strains dating back to training camp. Although he hasn't played since Christmas Day, he has been aiming to return ahead of the All-Star break. Simultaneously, Davis has dealt with his own injury struggles, most recently missing the Lakers' last 2 matchups due to an abdominal strain. The timing of the trade also factored in financially. Doncic had been projected to sign a 5-year, $345 million Supermax extension this summer, but his eligibility for that deal was affected by the trade. Mavericks GM Nico Harrison explained to the Dallas Morning News that making the decision now helped the team avoid a potentially difficult summer surrounding Doncic's contract negotiations. He stated, "We really felt it was important to get ahead of the situation. Recognizing that other teams have been gearing up to pursue him as soon as the opportunity arose, Dallas took proactive steps. By acting early, they ensured they wouldn't face the risk of losing Doncic without compensation later down the road." For the Lakers, this was far from an impulsive move. The decision was a collaborative effort, with the front office, ownership, and coaching staff united in viewing it as a unique opportunity to land a rising superstar. Luka is an extraordinary global talent, poised to lead the team for many years to come. Pelinka expressed in a statement, adding Luka Doncic secures the Lakers' future in the post-LeBron James era while re-establishing us as a prime destination for free agents. At age 40, James is still a dominant force in the league, averaging 24.0 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 9.1 assists this season. However, the combination of his injury history and recent remarks about not playing indefinitely left the Lakers with no choice but to move boldly. Dancic, now 25, has already built a resume worthy of Hall of Fame consideration, with 5 consecutive All-NBA team honors and a scoring title during the 2023-24 season. Since the 2019-20 season, he has averaged 30.2 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 8.7 assists per game, solidifying his reputation as one of the NBA's most formidable offensive players. While questions about Dancic's ball-dominant play style have lingered, his trip to the NBA Finals along with 2 deep conference finals runs have quieted nearly all doubts about his ability to lead a team to a championship. With James nearing retirement and Anthony Davis now at 31, the Lakers faced a shrinking window of opportunity to draw in superstars in their prime. Prior to the trade, their best shot was likely landing a veteran eager to secure one last title. However, with Dancic now calling Los Angeles home, the Lakers have quickly re-established themselves as a premier landing spot for any top-tier free agent hungry for a championship-worthy roster. While a title is never guaranteed, Dancic's history of success on the court speaks volumes. With his peak years still on the horizon, it's difficult to imagine elite players passing up the opportunity to team up with him. The Lakers now boast a young cornerstone around whom they can once again build a sought-after destination for free agency, reminiscent of the days when stars like LeBron, Kobe, and Shaq made them undeniable contenders. At the same time, another report highlighted growing friction between Davis and the Lakers' front office, particularly after his recent interview with ESPN. In that discussion, Davis expressed a strong desire to spend more time playing power forward and urged the team to acquire a true center to help lighten his workload. Davis expressed his thoughts, saying he believed the team needed another big man. He mentioned feeling that his top performance has always come when playing as a 4. That remark did not go unnoticed, and it seems to have factored into the Lakers' decision to pivot. For months, the organization maintained that they were committed to giving LeBron one final championship push. Both stars had openly called for improvements to the roster ahead of the February 6 trade deadline. However, tensions have been brewing privately. The front office reportedly felt cornered, having explored trade options but finding few realistic moves to transform the squad into serious title contenders. At the same time, LeBron and Davis's public expressions of dissatisfaction were said to be adding pressure, even creating friction that extended all the way to team owner Jeanie Buss. Doubts surrounding Davis's ability to take over as the Lakers' primary leader after LeBron's eventual retirement have been steadily growing. Although many within the organization still viewed him as a powerful player, lingering questions about his reliability and capacity to anchor the franchise persisted. Thus, when news broke that the Mavericks were entertaining offers for Luka, the Lakers seized what they saw as the perfect chance. They weren't aiming for small adjustments. Their goal was to bring in another superstar. The trade's implications for LeBron were notable. The team had previously resisted jeopardizing their future solely to capitalize on a 40-year-old LeBron James's remaining years. Yet, by acquiring Luka, the Lakers effectively locked in their next cornerstone talent. So, did LeBron feel uneasy that the focus might shift from chasing immediate wins to building for the long term? When questioned in an interview, his reply was succinct. What's wrong with that? Before anyone could mention his history of trade deadline frustrations, where he often pushed the Lakers front office to take action, LeBron addressed the matter directly. If I had concerns, I would have waived my no-trade clause and been out of here, he stated. This made it clear he's still fully invested. However, when questioned about the possibility of retiring as a Laker, his reply was more measured. I mean, listen, I'm here right now. I'm committed to the Lakers organization. Just weeks earlier, he confidently described retiring with the Lakers as his plan, but this recent comment lacked the same definitive tone. Instead, he shifted focus to his current role, emphasizing his dedication to helping the team's 3 new players adapt as both a team leader and captain. My job is to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. He mentioned that, for now, he had chosen not to waive the no-trade clause in his contract. At the moment, he remains a Laker. When it came to discussing retirement plans, he avoided making any definitive statements. He didn't declare a desire to retire in Los Angeles, nor did he rule it out. For someone who carefully selects every word, that lack of clarity might speak the loudest. Perhaps LeBron was simply maintaining his cool, with his longtime teammate and close confidant Davis abruptly sent to Dallas. It's conceivable he didn't want to appear overly enthusiastic about the Lakers' sudden roster shakeup. Alternatively, he could have been concealing his genuine emotions, whether those were feelings of irritation, disappointment, or confusion, as he processed what the team's dramatic pivot meant for him. LeBron has always excelled at using subtlety to make his point. He doesn't often state his intentions outright, but he's a master at ensuring his message is understood without ever saying it plainly. During last season, when he left the possibility of returning to the Lakers for a final year uncertain, it essentially served as a message: bring in better talent and make moves to draft my son, Bronny. Then, just last month, his comment that the Lakers needed near-flawless basketball to succeed was another way of pressing the front office to take action. However, when asked about the Luka Doncic trade, his answers were harder to decipher, likely because he was still piecing together how the deal might impact him personally. For over 2 decades, LeBron has been the centerpiece, the unmistakable leader of every team he's been part of, often holding more sway than some team owners. He's directed decisions, built rosters around his skills, and deservedly so, he's one of the all-time greats. Even at this late stage in his career, his influence with the Lakers remains significant. Sure, he might no longer carry a team to a championship entirely on his own, but his presence alone kept the Lakers in the spotlight. If LeBron wanted something, like ensuring Bronny was drafted, the team typically found a way to oblige. With this trade, though, Doncic effectively diminished LeBron's bargaining power. Prior to Doncic's arrival, the possibility of LeBron retiring would have sent the Lakers' front office into a scramble. It could have plunged the franchise into another bleak era, reminiscent of the struggles they endured following Kobe's retirement. However, even if Doncic doesn't immediately deliver a championship, he brings something equally crucial, a clear sense of identity. He's a once-in-a-generation scorer, and his ability to speak Spanish could foster a deeper connection with Los Angeles' large Latino community, something LeBron never quite achieved. That's significant, and any lingering questions about the Lakers' plans for the future were settled during Doncic's introductory press conference, when GM Rob Pelinka made it clear, Luka will be the focal point of our long-term vision. Notice the name missing from that statement? LeBron. Meanwhile, other sources suggest the Lakers aren't overly concerned. They don't believe LeBron is seeking a way out, and, to date, he hasn't made any trade demands. According to individuals familiar with the Lakers' mindset, but not authorized to discuss it publicly, the team reportedly has minimal to no concern over the possibility of LeBron James requesting a trade this season. Since Jerry Buss's passing, the Lakers have often opted for the path of least resistance when making decisions. In this scenario, the most straightforward solution would be for LeBron and Doncic to develop strong on-court chemistry, guide the team to an NBA championship, and for LeBron, who continues to defy aging, to aid Doncic, who has faced conditioning challenges, in better maintaining his physical health. If this vision materializes, everyone benefits. James already seems intent on building a positive dynamic with his new teammate. During the Lakers' victory over the Clippers, he was seen sitting next to Doncic on the bench and later didn't shy away from offering glowing remarks. Luka's been my favorite player in the NBA for quite some time, LeBron admitted. Meanwhile, Doncic has been equally effusive with his admiration, expressing his long-standing respect for LeBron and calling the opportunity to play alongside him a dream come true. Both the Lakers management and their fans are eagerly anticipating how Luka Doncic and LeBron James will perform together on the court, with widespread speculation that this pairing could position the team as a legitimate contender for the championship this season. In the immediate future, the primary focus is on their compatibility and whether they can steer the Lakers back toward reclaiming their former glory. Still, if past experiences have shown us anything, it's that LeBron thrives in the spotlight and isn't always thrilled about sharing center stage. Consider his intense exchange with Rui Hachimura during an October 2024 matchup against the Kings. In that game, the Lakers were on a roll, largely due to LeBron igniting a stunning 21-0 run in the fourth quarter. But tensions flared when Hachimura opted for a difficult contested shot rather than passing to LeBron, who had just sunk 10 consecutive baskets. A heated timeout revealed LeBron's irritation, captured through leaked audio. To be fair, his frustration was warranted. He had personally contributed 16 of the Lakers' first 21 points in the fourth quarter without a single miss. Despite LeBron's dominance, the Kings managed to rally, turning the situation into a nail-biter as the final minutes ticked away. The Lakers managed to secure a narrow 4-point victory, with LeBron James unsurprisingly stealing the spotlight. He wrapped up the game with an impressive 32-point triple-double, once again proving what's been evident all along. LeBron thrives on having the ball in his hands during clutch moments. However, with Luka Doncic now in the picture, a compelling question arises. Will LeBron be open to sharing the reins, or will Doncic become just another skilled player overshadowed by the king? On another note, LeBron is no stranger to managing injuries at this point in his career. That stark reality became apparent when he was forced to skip this year's NBA All-Star Game. Despite his intention to participate, persistent issues with his left foot and ankle, which have troubled him for years, kept him sidelined. Just 90 minutes before the game start, LeBron confirmed he wouldn't be playing, marking the first All-Star Game absence for him since 2004. The disappointment was evident, as he was set to suit up for Shaquille O'Neal's team, the Shaq's OGs, under the new mini-tournament structure. Had he participated, it would have marked his 21st appearance in the All-Star Game, setting yet another milestone in his illustrious career. However, with the Lakers locked in a fierce battle for playoff contention in the crowded Western Conference, James made the difficult choice to put his health first. He shared, "I was hoping this morning would bring some improvement, but it's still not feeling how I'd like it to. I think it's crucial for me to focus on my own well-being right now." He continued by saying, "I wouldn't exactly call it maintenance, but in a way it is. At the same time, I need to be cautious with this injury I've been managing for several years." James sitting out games is hardly a new situation for the Lakers. This all began in December 2024 when he missed 3 matches. While his extraordinary talent and leadership are unquestionable, the team's management might have started to take notice of the challenges. Building a roster centered around an aging star who isn't consistently available could prove unsustainable, especially as an exceptional player like Luka Doncic emerges as a potential cornerstone for the future. Could LeBron's mounting injury issues have influenced the Lakers' decision to trade him? It's certainly a possibility, if nothing else. It emerged as a contributing factor that prompted them to reevaluate their long-term strategy. Nevertheless, ESPN analyst Alan Hahn emphasizes that the Lakers remain LeBron James' team. According to Han, while James might encourage Doncic to stick to his style of play, it still happens within the structure James oversees. When you tell a player something like that during a huddle, it's a clear signal, letting Luka know he has the freedom to be himself because LeBron is allowing it. That's what a true leader does. The message is, this is my team, but I'm giving you the space to play your way. Ultimately, he stays in control. Doncic is quickly making his mark with the Lakers, playing a crucial part in ending their 9-game losing streak against the Denver Nuggets on February 23rd. However, Han asserts that the team still centers around LeBron. This is LeBron's environment, and Luka needs to learn how to adapt within it. Whether their relationship evolves to give Luka a more prominent role is uncertain. For now, though, Han firmly believes LeBron remains the driving force at the top of the Lakers structure.